Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to discuss about props that are used in React.js for passing parameters. So if you talk about props, it is basically properties. So we will be discussing this with an example how we can pass props from the parent component to the child component so that the props can be used to display different types of methods. So if we will be discussing both using functional component and class based component. So let us start the video. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please click on the subscribe button so that you get important updates whenever a new video is uploaded on the channel. So we will first create a new component. So let us go in the components folder, and like we will be creating a new file, and we will create a parent.js. So the first the first character in the name of the file should be in capital letters. So this is my parent.js. So first of all, what I will be doing, I will be creating a functional based component. So I will import React from React, and then I'll be creating a simple function. As you know that it is a functional component. So for functional component, my new app, and then it will have a return statement that will return the value. So we will be using return hello world. So this is a simple component. So I'll be returning a JSX. So whatever we are writing in this return, that will be a JSX. So it will be div, simple div, and then again h1 and hello world. Simple. I will then let you know how you can create props. So first it is simple. A component is created, my new app. What I will do in order to call this component, first of all, you can see that this component is created, but it is not available to be used because we have not exported. So we need to export this. So write export default and then my new app. So now it is ready to export and it can be used in the main app. As we discussed that this is the main file where we can use. So what I will be doing, I'll be writing import my new app from, then this is in components folder. So I will write components and then name of the file, that is parent.js. So parent. No need to write JS because all the files that we create in this is have the extension .js file. So we have exported this from our main component, this, and then once we need to use this, we need to import this. So we have imported that component. Now our component is ready. So you can see this app.js, it has this return statement, and below this I will be using my new component, my new app. And so ideally what it should do, it should first show this, and below that my component will be called. In my component I have just written hello world. So I will go to this browser and you can see this is the main app.js, and below that I have written hello world. So this component is being imported and called. Now we need to pass parameters. So I can pass name equal to so I have passed the name. Now this name is to be passed to this particular component. So I will go to this component and now I have to get this name. So here comes the role of props. So props is basically properties or parameters. So I will just write props. Now in order to get this, the value of prop, so I will just write here the value of prop sent is, since it is a JavaScript code, so in JSX if you want to put the JavaScript code, so you have to put these braces, and then in that I have to write, since it is a function, so I don't need to write any this. I will only write props dot what I am sending from their name. So this will be props dot name. Compiled successfully means from, you can go to this app.js file. This is app.js file. From here, this is my component that is being called in main, and I am passing this name. So now it will be dynamic. So I can pass name, and that name is collected in props. So this is the props. So it is an object, and this object can have multiple values. So once I will go there, so you can see this, the value of prop sent is Shashi Oja. Now again, if I want to make any changes, so what I will do, I can use this particular component. Now this particular component is being, can be reused many times. So I can just call this. So I will. So now you can see the same component is called twice, and we have this. Again, we can pass as many parameters as we want. Suppose I want to pass company equal to XYZ, and in this also company equal to ABC. So now I am passing the second, so it is not limited to only one parameter. We can pass as many parameters as we want. Just I need to collect this in the main because it has been sent to this props, and company is again JavaScript code. So this is the JavaScript code, this, sorry, direct props dot, and then we have company. Just save it. You can see it is compiled successfully, and you can see that both the value of props this and company is this, so it is being passed. So this is one way through which we can use the props. So same thing can also be used in class also. So I will go in component folder, and I will be creating a class, and I will be passing the component in the class. So I will be creating a new file. So click on new file, and I will be parent class.js file. So this is again my class demonstration. Again, simple, import React, and then since it is a class, so class based approach is a bit complex as compared to function based, because functions are very simple as we use in JavaScript. So this I will use component from React. So semicolon is optional. Now I will be creating class, and this will be my props class extends. So basically it will be extending the base class, that is our main component, and here we are there. So a class, again, it consists of constructor. So we will be creating constructor, and this constructor again calls the base class constructor super. So this is for constructor, and every class, it contains the render. If there is no render method, then that class is not a valid React component. So render and then return. So since we have props, so I'll be using this return, and here I will be putting any JSX code. So this is my props, and then here we will write. So since it is a class, we have to always prefix using this dot props dot name. So this is the way through which we can pass props in the class. Now again, in order to make it usable, we have to export default, and then my props. So this class is ready. Now what I want to do, I just want to call this in the main. So I will just remove the earlier one, and now I'll put, So I have to import also. So I will just remove the earlier one that I have imported. I will write import my new props from components, and then it is parent class, name of the file. And now since we have imported, we can easily add the component. So component is my new, you can see this is my props. So I'll be writing my props, and here also my props, and name equal to so you can see the props part is ready. I have passed the values, and then you can see that my props is here, and I have called the parent class. So this is parent class.js, and in parent class.js I have passed this name. So you can see this props is working fine. Now it is a class based approach through which you can pass the property. Now you can see there is a warning also. So warning means it is saying use this constructor because we are not doing any type of work using the constructor. But in our next video, when we will talk about the state, we will be using this constructor part. So friends, this was all about how props are being used in functions and how props are being used in a class. The way they are being used, you can see this is the, you can in using this dot props dot name means you have in class it is mandatory that you will use this, and in functions it is a simple function, so no need to use directly props dot name, so it will work. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe, and thank you for watching this video.